Welcome everybody to Rapid Fire. Fernando Ramirez, Gilbert Manzano, and Vic, the producer, voicing in the background. But on this episode of Rapid Fire, we're gonna get to a lot. But Gilbert, there's a lot of we have to talk about. Ravens, Bengals, Detroit 7-2. Do they run the division? I mean, we're gonna talk about which team is the best in Texas. We got to talk about that. But first off, Gilbert, let's bring in Vic, the producer. Vic, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm live from Oklahoma, so I'm glad to be here. Ready to ask you guys
Howdy.
some questions if you guys are ready to go.
Howdy. I reckon we're ready to go, boss.
All right, let's start off with a spicy one here. Should the Patriots fire Bill Belichick? If so, do they do it now or wait till after the season?
Gilbert, get some of that hot red chili. Are you firing Bill Belichick now or are you waiting?
Yes, definitely you got to fire him. It's time to move on, but not right now when you win 6 Super Bowls and you've done so much for the franchise over the last 20 years. You can't do it in season. You can't fire the guy in Germany. Yeah, I get that. He chose Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is terrible. You brought in a bunch of coaches that haven't done anything. 6 points against the Colts. I get it. It's really bad. They're 2-8, but 6 Super Bowls. Do not forget about that. Wait until the final game of the season. Maybe kind of do like an announcement. Yeah, we're gonna part ways mutually, and then hey, goodbye, Bill. Get out of here. See you later.
I'm gonna say no. I would wait until the end of the season, but like you said, that way, do not fire him. Mutually part ways. It's beneficial for the club. He's been here for years. Celebrate him. Do your video montage of saying, "Hey, thanks for everything, Bill." Don't disrespect the guy. He's done so much. One of the greatest head coaches of all time. I know he's trying to chase Don Shula, I believe, but I don't think he's gonna. With the Patriots, he's not gonna get there. I think the writing's on the wall. I think it's time for a new voice in there. And Bill Belichick's done a great job, but mutually part ways. Don't say that they fired him. Don't do anything. I think, yeah, I saw the face yesterday of Robert Kraft. He was in a big old poofy jacket and looking like the old Fernando, and he's just putting his head down. And I'm kind of like, yeah, you could tell like he wants to do it, but he's waiting out of respect for Bill Belichick because I'm sure he wasn't happy when Tom Brady left. But yeah, I'd say wait until the end of the season.
Wow, we agree.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on this one, especially if you want to get a draft pick. Maybe he trade them to the Commanders or even the Chargers. But
Yeah, right.
you guys went the same way. I'm gonna call this one a tie. All right, guys. Next one, another we saw with the Ravens and the Bengals losing in Week 10 and the Steelers and Browns winning. The AFC North is tighter than whatever whatever
Where are you going with
I
this?
almost went the wrong way there. So I had sign up. Which team wins the division, guys?
Gilbert, who wins the AFC North?
Man, this is a really tough one, but I'm gonna still go with the Bengals. I know they're in last place. They just lost to the Texans and they're about to play the Ravens, but I'm just gonna go off of the best team, and I think overall the best team is still the Bengals. I'm not confident. It's gonna be a tough division to win, but give me the Bengals.
Uh
Yeah, it
no,
is really very tough.
I I can't. Yeah, I was looking at the Steelers schedule right now. No, I gotta go. I'm gonna go with the Bengals as well. I think the Ravens have a very tough schedule to end it, and we're gonna tie again. I think the Ravens have a very tough schedule to end it. The Steelers also have kind of a tough one with at Browns, at Bengals, not the Cardinals, not the Patriots, but then at Colts, which is going to be tough. And then the Bengals come there, so they still play the Bengals twice. And then obviously I don't know about the Browns. They keep on winning, but they still play the Steelers at Broncos. That's not going to be easy. At Rams, that's not going to be easy. Jaguars, the Bears, and then at Texans on the 24th. So I don't think any of those games are. Oh, and then the Jets, and then they end against the Bengals. I don't think that's going to be easy. So give me the Bengals as well. I think the Bengals will once they get T Higgins back, I think they'll start rolling.
Yeah, I like you guys' answer. Honestly, it's up in the air with this division. It's hard to tell. I mean, at this point, I would have even taken the Steelers at this point just because of how. I mean,
That's where I wanted
the
to go.
Steelers have been outgaining every game, and yet they're 6-3. So who knows who's
Fourth
going to win
quarter
this division?
picket.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL in the fourth quarter, which
You
is
know who
wild.
he is, right?
What do you
Tim
got?
Tebow 2.0. Remember, Tim Tebow was terrible
Yeah,
in the first three quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, he
I don't
would
know. You're
turn
kind of
it on.
insulting Kenny Pickett, but maybe I guess.
I I just saw an SNL skit with the old Tim Tebow where God came into the locker room.
Oh, that was so good when the Broncos hit like a 65-yard field goal to win it, and he's like, was it McManus or who was the kicker?
No, it was the one who's the kicker with the Cardinals now.
Oh,
I
Matt Prater? Is
Matt
yes,
Prater. He's
yes.
like, Matt Prater, I pray to you.
it?
I remember that skit.
All
And
right, we're all tied up still
like,
since you
yeah.
guys keep picking the same team. So, after their win over the Chargers, the Lions are now 7-2 on the season. Fact or fiction, guys? Detroit will be the first seed in the NFC. This is the rest of the remaining schedule. Home to the Bears and Packers the next 2 weeks. Then on the road at the Saints, the Bears, and then they finish with these four games: Broncos, Vikings, Cowboys, and Vikings.
Gilbert, will Detroit finish with the number one seed?
I want to say yes because yeah, you play the Bears a couple of times, you play the Packers, you play the Saints. Like you could rack up those wins, but like what if they lose one to the Vikings, which is possible, maybe even two, and then the Cowboys are really good at home. So if you lose a couple of games, I think that's enough for the Eagles to hold it down. So I still like the Eagles and maybe even the 49ers, not so much, but I like the Eagles to hold it down.
No, they will not at all. They will not. I think the Eagles are the number one seed. I think
Tough
the
schedule though,
Eagles.
Fernando. The
Huh?
Eagles. Tough schedule for the Eagles though.
No, yeah, but that's when you show what kind of a championship grit you have, and I think that the Eagles are it. So I don't think the playoffs will go through the Detroit and the NFC. I think it'll go through Philadelphia again. And like you said, it's going to be a tough one, but I really do like the Eagles, and I think the Eagles, man, I'm telling you that game against the 49ers in 2 weeks or three, that's going to be a crazy game because there's going to be a lot of bad blood there.
Yeah, and they play the Chiefs,
yeah, no,
right? Coming up.
yeah, they play the Chiefs also. Yeah, yeah, they play the Chiefs this Sunday. So that's gonna be an interesting that's it. By the way, let me see. I see that wrong? Oh no, it's a Monday night game. Okay, cool. I thought that game was gonna be just a 125 game, and I was like, please no, but no, it's a Monday night game. So maybe the best Monday night game of the season so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys went with both the Eagles again, so I'll give you guys a tie there. But I'll tell you guys this: what's interesting about this Lions schedule is the criticism that Jared Goff gets about being terrible, outside the dome. The rest of it, he only has one more game outside of a dome, and that's at the Bears. The rest of the season, all so he not only is gonna end the season with 7 of the 8 games on a dome, but also they might host their first game at home as well. So you might not get to see Jared Goff on the road maybe until the NFC title game if they get that far.
Just
Their
give yourself
defense,
a point for that.
yeah.
There you go. The cat wants a point for somebody here. Give yourself a point, Victor, because you made some good points.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting there. All right, guys. Next one. Which rookie quarterback that wasn't drafted in the first round will have the best success the rest of the season after they were named the starters the rest of the way? Raiders Aiden O'Connell or Titans Will Levis?
Gilbert, who are you going with? AOC or the what was
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise coffee drinking dude?
Yeah, just to break the tie here, I feel like you're gonna go maybe Levis. So I'll make a case for Aiden O'Connell. He's not bad, and he's not good either. He's somewhere in the middle. Like he could be a nice backup for years to come. But he got the ball to Devontae to kind of get it going,
Successful,
huh?
not backup.
What do you mean? He's gonna be a
Who's
backup. He's
gonna
not a
have the most
starter
success? And you're
this
saying,
season.
yeah, he'll be a
Yeah,
good
but
backup.
I'm talking about his future. He's gonna be a backup. He ain't gonna be a starting quarterback, which makes me feel like I'm not giving my point here. But he could run an offense, and just like Antonio Pierce says, run the damn ball. He could hand it off to Josh Jacobs. He could give it to Devontae for a couple of lobs here. So he's not bad. He's accurate, but it's kind of like he's gonna be a backup. But this year, he could be okay. And I guess it kind of at the other argument, like the Will Levis game against the Buccaneers, man. Who's calling plays? Tim Kelly? Like, that was a terrible play calling
Yeah.
for the Titans. So I don't know if I trust the Titans to help out Will Levis.
I think Gilbert was fighting himself on that one.
I was.
But I think Will Levis has the arm. The only thing is, like you said, the coaching. I mean, that's the thing I'm interested to see. Will Mike Vrabel survive this season and continue being the head coach if they don't make the playoffs? And obviously Ryan Tannehill's probably on his way out. So I'll go with Will Levis. I mean, everything points to him being now the starter in Tennessee. We'll see what he does, but I mean, he has DeAndre Hopkins. If they can get him more weapons and they kind of get it moving, I think he should be pretty good out there in Tennessee. I like. I think Will Levis could have an okay career, and I think he could be a starter.
See, I like Aiden O'Connell, and Gilbert's right. He's probably going to be a backup, but I think the bigger upside is with Will Levis. Going forward the rest of the season. The only problem is he going to survive with the amount of pounding he takes behind that offensive line? So I'm going to go with Gilbert here, just because I think the Raiders will finish with a better success, because that was a question, success, not the better career. So
Yeah.
I'll give it to Gilbert here. All right, we're
The
Gilbert's
Raider
up
point got me a
one
point, by the
nothing
way.
here now
Point,
after
point,
all
point.
those ties. All right, next one. The Texans and Cowboys had impressive wins in Week 10. Who's the best team in the state of Texas? Houston or Dallas? Right now, though. Right now, not the rest of the season, but right now.
Who's the better team in Texas?
You're gonna call me Captain Obvious here, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I really like CJ Stroud. He's a very good quarterback, but like they don't have no defense, Fernando. I know they locked down Burrow for like a couple of drives in the end, and it was critical. But that defense with Dan Quinn over there and Michael Parsons, they do well. And don't forget special teams, complete team. They said complete team in Texas. I know CJ and Dak, you give CJ the arrow there, but complete team in Texas, it's the Cowboys.
The Cowboys have a good defense, but yet they lost to the Eagles. They've lost any big game that they've had. They've basically lost. They got shellacked by the Cardinals. I don't know about that defense. I think everybody's kind of rating them a little high. I think that defense can be had by any good team. I'm going to go with Houston. I think Houston has the better quarterback. I think he takes care of the football. I think and I know I'm probably going to lose this one, but I think that they're a better team. The Cowboys to me are just a typical Cowboys, so I can never choose them to do anything except for who's going to disappoint this year. So I think right now it's the Houston Texans. I think they have a more consistent quarterback. I think they have some pieces that you haven't heard of. I think what they've done with a beat up offensive line, I mean, they still have moving piece on that offensive line. I think they've done some really good things. Yeah, the defense kind of a work in progress, but I think they're building something, and obviously we're talking about right now. But I like the Houston Texans. I ain't going to go with the Dallas Cowboys for nothing, unless who's going to be the biggest disappointment going into this year? The Dallas Cowboys. That's a thing that you can say every single year, and it will always come true, no matter what. That's not a hot take.
Lost to the Panthers, so put it that way.
They lost to the Cardinals.
One team has one win, the other team has 2 wins, okay?
I'm with Fernando on this one, because the Texans have better wins. The Cowboys have better wins at home. They've been good at home. They still don't have that signature win. The Texans just went into the Bengals, who you guys both had as a top 5 team. So that's why I'm gonna go with Fernando on this one. He is correct. All right. So
the only road team that they really beat are the Chargers, but we just saw what the Chargers defense got done to by Jared Goff. I mean,
the Panthers, come on. Okay, whatever.
This guy. The Cardinals.
The Cardinals, they both
You look good. They're 2-8.
Without Kyler Murray too.
Joshua Dobbs, you not seeing the guy play? Come on, open your eyes, people. Come on.
You know what's funny? Now he actually has an even better offense. That's why I feel like they could actually do some things. If he makes the playoff, I'm actually with you, by the way. I just don't think that I think humanity is at its biggest point in stupidity. And obviously, they're going to give DeMar Hamlin for suiting up for 2 games the comeback player of the year.
That could be a question. Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year is truthfully what you are saying, though. It's somebody who's going out there. He came in late in the season against or late in training camp or before the season even started for the Cardinals, then gets told you're not getting traded. You get traded, and then you go to Minnesota, learn the damn snaps halfway through the game because of an injury, and now you've won 2 games in a row. Get the hell out of here. That's basically what the comeback player of the year is. Nobody knew who the hell Josh Dobbs was before they should. The Cardinals didn't even have his damn jersey when he went to go buy it.
He's coming back for being a nobody. And one more thing, somebody told me that it's an award for a guy who has an injury and he comes back. Geno Smith won it last year. He came back from being terrible and being nowhere. So don't tell me that's
exactly. No, one year they gave it to Phillip Rivers in 2013. Like 2012, he was terrible, and in 2013 they gave it to him. Dan Dago sees the award as, hey, you sucked last year, but here you go. Here's an award
you
for
sucked before, or you had an injury at overcome.
Exactly.
But yeah,
you got to reward Joshua Dobbs for what he's done this season. I mean, we'll talk about it on Big.
They're gonna do a movie like Kurt Warner-esque on him.
Yeah, he should
make a movie.
He should get something for it for what he's done this season. All right, guys, tiebreaker time. Here we go. Something or nothing for the 49ers to have Christian McCaffrey try to tie the record for most consecutive games with a touchdown at 18 games after they pull their starters and having the game in hand versus the Jaguars late in the fourth quarter.
Gilbert, should the 49ers have cared about a record? Yes or no? I should go first on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. What the hell are you doing? Did you not just learn what happened when you lost Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams? Like, why are you going for a stupid record? I'd rather have a ring on my finger, and not marriage. I'm talking about I'd rather have a Super Bowl ring on my finger than have some stupid record that just continues. No, hell no. This is dumb. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and you're lucky that Christian McCaffrey made it out of this game fine. Don't do any of this stuff. Just stick to the basics. Keep it simple, stupid. Like, just go win your game, get your guys out, and let guys rest. It's as easy as that. And like that, you will be able to be healthy the rest of the way. But after what happened to Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel in that 3-game skid, why are you playing with fire?
I'm going to just be a troll here because I know 49er fans are not happy with me. But what have the 49ers won in the last 4 or 5 years with this loaded roster? You go get CMC, you get Javon Hargrave, you gave Chase Young. You haven't done anything. So get the record just in case you do anything again when you play the Eagles in the playoffs. That's it.
Wow, Gilbert, I was not expecting that from you. I'm giving you that point. Hey, lean into the villain as Danny.
Gotta have something when you go all in. Get the record for CMC. That's something.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, good job today. Another
whoa,
great.
Who won?
Gilbert? Yeah, I said Gilbert.
Okay, villain.
Gilbert,
villain.
Because he's leaning into being the heel here. I love that. I was not expecting that from Gilbert.
Just minus the racism, but yeah.
This guy. Jesus. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys so much for checking it out. Don't forget to check out Compas on the Beat this week. We will have a lot of fire to bring, and don't think Dan and Dago, he wants to talk. So it'll be interesting
if he makes it on time. How about
what he has to say. Yeah, if he makes it on time, but I'm sure he will. But again, thank you guys so much for checking us out. Don't forget to check out everything else on Compas on the Beat. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.